The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Subject00 here, and I waited up to this point to start speaking because I got up really early just to play this game, and my voice was not it at the current moment. Um, but yeah, Elden Ring. Oh my God, it is amazing. It is so far so good. As the first part of my playthrough, uh, which the first parts are going to be silent in a way, because I got up early to play this. My voice was still bad and very raspy, and I wanted to hear everything and just experience everything in silence for a moment. Uh, but this game, in all honesty, I recommend. I really do. So far, so good. It is interesting. It's very challenging, that's for sure. Uh, Died multiple times to one enemy that I've tried to fight time and time again, and he's still so strong. Um, but other than that, it's just, it is just great. It is honestly really great. Um, so far, finding the graces are pretty easy. Um, and there's a lot of graces, especially when you first start off, which I think is pretty interesting. And I get it. You know, there's a lot of important areas, and the fact that you can fast travel to them is good. Um, they're still keeping up with back in Dark Souls, with going back to those important spots, which is honestly really great. And then I already met certain NPCs that were also very interesting, and the voice acting is, mwah, it is so good. It is so good. Um, but I decided to start off as a sorcerer because I kept hearing from certain YouTubers that, specifically one, where he was saying how the sorcery, there's a lot of spells. There's a lot of spells that you can learn that are really cool looking versus melee and all that. So what I did was I started off as a sorcerer, and then when I got to a certain point, I decided to stop and make uh, a vagabond class character and decide to run around with that, just straight up sword and shield. And I noticed the difference. Sorceries are definitely OP in a way, uh, especially from that range and distance. They're pretty powerful uh, versus the melee. But of course, you upgrade your weapons, and of course you're gonna get those damages in. Gonna get those hits in. Um, but yeah, so I decided to start off with sorcery, and I like it so far. I like how it looks. I like how it sounds. Definitely like the clothes a lot better than Dark Souls sorcery clothing looks like. I think though Dark Souls 2, the armors that they had were pretty interesting. Especially for the sorceries, it looked pretty cool. Like, you're a lone dark sorcerer and all that with the hood on. In this case, you also look like a lone sorcerer, but you look more like you came out of the wizarding school and all that. So it looks really cool. And one of the things I did notice is that even though you do have the sorceries and all that, you also have the summons, which is interesting because it's basically you put it in the equipment slot where you have the flasks, and where you would have like the items to basically use, but they still use FP. So I thought that was pretty interesting, to say the least. But yeah, honestly, I'm at a loss for words because it's just like this game is awesome. This game is seriously awesome, and I haven't even gotten that far into it yet. I just wanted to make this video and quickly send it out to YouTube, just to solidify the fact that I got this game. I'm playing this game, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And also, hopefully, my cousin, he'll get it eventually too, and then we could play together and have some awesome adventures here in Elden Ring. He's a little bit intimidated because of the fact that I think he's been watching a lot of YouTubers play it and seeing how difficult it is. But that's just part of the Dark Souls, well, not Dark Souls, but Soulsborne formula, you know? It's gonna be difficult. But as long as you learn to overcome it, that's all that matters, you know? And you enjoy the game too. I mean, I have seen on Twitter that not many people like the Elden Ring hype. And then I've seen it's interesting because I've seen some people on Twitter that is just like, oh, Ubisoft gets so much crap for reusing the same stuff versus From Software. But the thing is, From Software reuses things in a way that it just looks good, it makes sense, and it's not boring. It's not useless. It's not pointless. It makes sense. It looks good, such as the backstabs. It always look good, you know. And it's like this. I'm not hating on Ubisoft or anything like that. I do like their games a lot as well. But one of the things I've come to notice about the Soulsborne series, though, is that the way how they make their games are made with such great quality versus just quantity. Okay, it is. It's just a fact. And if anybody wanna dispute it, go ahead. You know, dispute it in the comments section. There's gonna be more people that are gonna agree with me on the fact that From Software games they reuse certain things, and they reuse it in a way that is just good. Seriously. Okay, versus other games that reuse certain things that's just like, it's just more the same. It's just boring. It's just useless. It doesn't make any sense. It's not great, you know. But in From Software's case, with every game that they came out with, they, like, for example, in Demon Souls, they had they had their first game set in stone. Then that was a formula. Then Dark Souls, and I never played Demon Souls, okay, but when I played Dark Souls, I was like, wow, this game is awesome. I love the combat. I love how you can just learn how to get around certain things and use certain things like the parry and backstab, or the parry or post. It's very interesting. And then, of course, they expanded on that even more with the following games: Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro. It's like they expand on those things, and then of course they've reused certain things, but then they've also added certain things to make it a little bit more different, a little bit more interesting. And in this case with Elden Ring, they've combined all of that into this game, and it's just great. Okay, so I don't understand the unnecessary hate. But I'm guessing it's just jealousy, really. They're just jealous because this game is definitely gonna win Game of the Year. That's without a doubt. Like, I really do think so. And mind you, I'm not even a veteran of the Soulsborne games. I'm not. I recently got into Dark Souls like a couple months ago. And I'm already just hooked on the whole thing. I really am. I got to complete Dark Souls 1. I didn't get to complete Dark Souls 2. That was mainly because of the fact that that game gives me anxiety with those hitboxes and just the movement. It messes me up. That's all I can say. Dark Souls 2 is weird, and it messes me up. Dark Souls 3, I tried getting through it, but I was like, you know what? I just need to take a break from Dark Souls in general, because I'm just like, I don't want to burn myself out, especially when Elden Ring comes out. And then I never got around to completing Dark Souls 3, but I did fight off 3 bosses. I think I fought off 3 bosses. Oh yeah, I did. I got up to the Great Wood boss, and that was about it. And then, again, unfortunately, but now here we are in Elden Ring. I will return to Dark Souls much later. Because Elden Ring has now my full and undivided attention. All the other games are taking a backseat. They just are. Elden Ring, I'm here for it. I'm honestly here for it. And so far, just the fact that there's a map too, it's kind of crazy, because in Dark Souls 1 and even in the other Dark Souls, there's no map. There's not even like a mini map and all that. You basically had to learn the route by memory of where you knew where to go. As long as you traveled through the area, you knew what to expect. But in this case, you got a map and all that. You could see where the graces are, and you could fast travel between them. It's just, it is great. And the fact that it's open world too is so different. It's definitely a game changer for the Soulsborne series, because it's just like before, Dark Souls, if you wanted to get to an area quickly, you had to run past enemies and all that. Everything was just close together, and in a way you had to fight certain enemies, or else they were gonna all gang up on you and kill you. But in this case, now with also using Sekiro with the stealth and all that, it's like now you can sneak around, but now you have even more space to choose where you want to go, what path you want to take. Do you want to go that way? Do you want to go headstrong and fight those people, or do you want to try and be sneaky and just like, oh, I'm not here? Like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. That's so far what I've come to see. This guy has killed me already, I think 5 times, because I was stubborn and I wanted to beat him, and it was bad. But now it's like I got the idea of how strong certain enemies are. I didn't even beat this guy yet. I probably should go back and beat him, but I don't know. Anyways, that's all I wanted to share for now. Thank you for sitting through this and listening to me ramble on. But seriously, this game is awesome. It's a lot of fun. Definitely worth it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what's your journey been so far in this game. It's been a blast for you, or has it been complicated? Has it? It definitely does feel different. I will admit that. It definitely feels familiar and different at the same time. Just because of just everything is just it is awesome. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching, and have a great day.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all. I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.